なんだこれ。
This is Ashley with WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Digivolutions that make no sense.
Yokomon.
Angels? What's going on?
It's kind of complicated.
For this list, we'll be looking at the Digivolutions that don't quite add up, either due to their odd design choices or inconsistent in-universe logic. Which Digivolution surprised you the most? Leave us a comment, and as always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which Digimon list you want to see next. Number 10, Opossumon to Cho Hakaimon.
私は嫌い。デジモン。
そうか。この子はハンター。
In a season focused on mashing Digimon together to make cool, new, and generally bizarre combinations, it's surprising that the weirdest one doesn't involve fusion at all. There's just a different level of strange to this Digivolution, which sees a mammal Digimon turn into a girl in a pig suit. Oh, and she has a hammer too. Did we mention this is a totally natural Digivolution too? We could at least cut it some slack if it was using the season's main Digivolution conceit, but as it stands, there's nothing in their designs to tie these two together in an organic way, making this a standout oddball in a season already full of them. Number 9, Falcomon to Pegmon.
Falcomon! I've been looking for you everywhere!
At least this Digivolution maintains a consistent color scheme, but otherwise, this feels like an inconsistent melting pot of bird species. This Digimon is named after a falcon, but it more resembles an owl, and then it digivolves into an ostrich. Unless we're missing an evolutionary link, this Digivolution line is all over the place. Digimon have never been strict about their commitment to anatomy, but the naming convention here implies some intent, and yet the result is just a weird collection of misrepresented birds. Did we mention the ostrich then turns into a crow? Number 8, Salamon to Gatomon.
Don't you recognize me? I was Gatomon. What do I have to do? Cough up a purple?
Night and day, chocolate and vanilla, cats and dogs. They feel like natural opposites, but this odd Digivolution doesn't seem to care. If it weren't enough these Digimon were inspired from species often seen as rivals, their design philosophies don't mesh either. Salamon doesn't have much in terms of flourish and could easily pass for a normal dog in the real world. Gatomon, on the other hand, stands on 2 legs instead of 4, wears yellow gloves, and sports a pink and purple color palette. Anatomy aside, it's weird to go from the puppy howl technique to the cat's eye hypnotism. Number 7, Angiwomon to Magnadramon.
Angiwomon, Digivolve to Magnadramon!
Angiwomon has proven to be one of the most popular and recognizable Digimon in the whole franchise, but bizarrely, its Digivolution doesn't share much of its predecessor's design influences. This scantily clad holy Digimon transforms into a furry pink dragon with horns, foregoing any angelic or even humanoid features. It may keep Angiwomon's wings, but by shedding any other identifiable characteristics, Magnadramon lacks the same personality of its prior form. It may look cool in its own right, but Magnadramon just doesn't feel like a natural endpoint for Angiwomon, which is a weird choice for the Mega level of one of the digital world's holy Digimon. For our money, Ophanimon is the better choice. Number 6, Patamon to Pegasusmon.
一緒なら戦える。エンジェルじゃなくったって僕たち二人でみんなを守るんだ。
For longtime Digi fans, Pegasusmon needed no introduction when he appeared in the 2020 reboot of Digimon Adventure, but that doesn't mean his inclusion didn't lead to some head scratching. Pegasusmon made his debut in Digimon Adventure 02, thanks to the new and shiny armor Digivolution, which uses the power of Digi-Eggs to make armor variants of our favorite Digi-Pals. Talk about Digi-branding. When Patamon digivolved to this armored Digimon in the 2020 series, it was without the aforementioned Digi-Egg. So, how did they reach this form? Is Pegasusmon no longer an armored Digimon? Is the mountain behind them a big Digi-Egg in disguise? The world may never know.
ペガスモン、僕たちやったんだね。
Number 5, Hawkmon to Shurimon.
It's reminiscent of the samurai era back in ancient Japan.
Hey, another armored Digivolution, and this one has the Digi-Egg and everything. Hawkmon digivolves into Shurimon using the Digi-Egg of Sincerity, which is representative of Palmon's line in the original Digimon Adventure, but that doesn't excuse the strangeness of a bird samurai turning into a plant ninja.
Shurimon, the samurai of sincerity.
You can see some design similarities in their Japanese warrior theming, but overall, it's a bizarre leap of anatomy. And you can't blame the Digi-Egg either, since Hawkmon's other armor Digivolution, Pulsamon, blends its influences from the past series with a design that still feels like it could naturally come from Hawkmon.
Pulsamon, the wings of love.
Number 4, Greymon and Garurumon to Omnimon. As a fusion between two of the strongest Digimon in the series, it's only natural that Omnimon has become a fan favorite, making numerous appearances across the lengthy franchise.
他の誰にもできない。俺たちにしかできないんだ。
But in his recent showings in the 2020 reboot, it seems Matt and Ty's Digimon can attain this fusion without first reaching their mega forms. Despite this, Omnimon's arms are still very clearly inspired by the designs of War Greymon and Metal Garurumon respectively. How can two champion Digimon fuse into something beyond that of a Mega? And why would it have arms representing forms they haven't yet reached? At least Omnimon's cool, because his recent showings don't make any sense.
Taichi, Yamato, Sa, Hiko.
Number 3, Yokomon to Biomon.
I am enchanted to meet you, friends of Sora. Welcome. Tai, Izzy, meet Yokomon.
It's not uncommon for Digimon to change drastically in appearances between Digivolutions, especially early on, but Yokomon takes this a step too far.
Yokomon! Digivolve to Biomon!
This radish-looking plant gives Biomon her signature pink colour, but otherwise, this Digivolution makes no sense whatsoever. There's nothing plant-like about Biomon, and Yokomon doesn't seem like it's gonna grow feathers anytime soon. Worse, the rest of Biomon's Digivolution line maintains very clear theming, meaning if you were gonna line them all up, it would be painfully obvious that Yokomon just doesn't belong. Maybe that's why Yokomon doesn't like Sora in Digimon Adventure Try.
I'd never do anything to hurt you. Not ever.
Really?
Number 2, Gatomon to Angiwomon and Patamon to Angimon. This iconic pair of angel Digimon have more in common with each other than their prior forms. As guardians of light and hope for all of the digital world, these holy Digimon sure aren't very recognizable in their early stages. Neither Gatomon or Patamon looks particularly angelic, or even remotely humanoid at all. Even weirder, Patamon and Gatomon don't share any design traits either. How do these completely different looking Digimon, who are also at different stages, digivolve into two that are so similar? These Digivolutions may strike fear into the hearts of evil Digimon, but their designs don't make much evolutionary sense.
Celestial arrow!
We'll give them a pass though, because both of their Digivolution scenes left our jaws on the floor. They were iconic. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Humans turning into Digimon. In a franchise no stranger to unique methods of Digivolution, by far the weirdest is when Digimon weren't the ones doing the digivolving. In one of the boldest creative moves the franchise has ever made, Digimon Frontier introduced Spirit Digivolution, where humans themselves digivolved into ancient beings of the digital world. We got Spirit Digivolutions, Beast Spirit Digivolutions, fusions of those Digivolutions, and more, but not with a Digimon. Yeah, we don't really get it either. The show does little to explain how these children access Digivolution, ancient spirits or not, it has Digi in the name. It's a great season, but maybe it would have made more sense if they changed it into something with less of a digi ring to it. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.